Hi everyone, welcome to my class. Today is our first topic, quantum mechanical model of the atom. Quantum mechanical model of the atom. Quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is a theoretical science and it deals with the study of motion of microscopic objects like electrons. Quantum mechanics deals with the motion of microscopic objects like electrons. This quantum mechanics was developed by Heisenberg and Schrödinger. Quantum mechanics was developed by Heisenberg and Schrödinger. Schrödinger developed the fundamental equation of quantum mechanics. That fundamental equation is known as Schrödinger equation. Schrödinger equation is H psi is equal to E psi. Schrödinger equation is H psi is equal to E psi. And this Schrödinger equation describes the motion of electron in an atom. This Schrödinger equation describes the motion of electrons in an atom. And here H is a mathematical operator called Hamiltonian operator. It is known as Hamiltonian operator. And psi is the amplitude of the electron wave known as wave function. Psi is the amplitude of the electron wave called wave function, and E is the total energy. E is the total energy. Physical significance of psi and psi square. What is psi in Schrödinger wave equation? Psi is the amplitude of the electron wave, or it is the wave function. Psi has no physical significance, but psi square has physical significance. Psi square is considered as the probability density of the electron cloud around the nucleus. What is psi square? Psi square is the probability density of the electron cloud around the nucleus. That is, by determining the values of psi square at different distances from the nucleus, it is possible to identify the regions where there is maximum probability of finding electrons. That is, by determining the values of psi square at different distances from the nucleus, it is possible to trace out the regions where there is maximum probability of finding electrons around the nucleus. Probability density of the electron cloud around the nucleus means the region where there is maximum probability of finding the electrons. That is the physical significance of psi square. Then the region around the nucleus where there is maximum probability of finding an electron is known as orbitals. What are orbitals? What are orbitals? Orbitals are the regions around the nucleus where there is maximum probability of finding electrons. Okay? Quantum numbers. Quantum numbers may be defined as a set of four numbers. And with the help of these numbers, we get the complete information about an electron in an atom. Then what are quantum numbers? Quantum numbers are a set of four numbers, and with the help of these numbers, we get complete information about an electron in an atom. The different quantum numbers are principal quantum number represented by N, azimuthal or angular quantum number represented by L, magnetic quantum number represented by M, and spin quantum number represented by S. Then What are the different four quantum numbers? Principal quantum number N, azimuthal or angular quantum number L, magnetic quantum number M, and spin quantum number S. Principal quantum number N. Principal quantum number represents the shell in which the electron present. It represents the shell in which the electron is present. It also determines the average distance of the orbital from the nucleus. It determines the average distance of the orbital from the nucleus. Principal quantum number is represented by the letter N. N is having values 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. When N is equal to 1, electron is present in the K shell. When N is equal to 2, electron is present in the L shell. When N is equal to 3, electron present in M shell, and so on. That is, principal quantum number represents the shell in which the electron present. Azimuthal or angular momentum quantum number represented by L. This azimuthal quantum number determines the magnitude of the orbital angular momentum of an electron. That is, by using the value of L, we can calculate the angular momentum of an electron. We can calculate the angular momentum of an electron by using the value of this quantum number. So, this quantum number is known as the angular momentum quantum number, and this quantum number also denotes the sub-level or subshell present in a principal shell. In shell, there are subshells, and this quantum number denotes that subshells. This azimuthal quantum number denotes the subshells present in a shell. In a shell, there are subshells, and this quantum number denotes that subshells. Okay. Then this quantum number also gives the shape of the orbitals. There are different orbitals, and this quantum number gives the shape of the orbitals. This azimuthal quantum number L is having values 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. Here n is the principal quantum number. N is the principal quantum number. When n is equal to 1, when principal quantum number is equal to 1, we know that electron is present in the K shell. Then what about L? L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Here n is equal to 1. So, L is equal to 0, isn't it? Then, when n is equal to 2, the electron is present in the L shell. Then, the value of L, values of L are here 2. Then, 0 to n minus 1. That is, L is equal to 0, 1. When n is equal to 3, electron is in the M shell. Therefore, L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. N is equal to 3. That is 0 to 2. 0, 1, 2. When n is equal to 4, electron is in the N shell. Therefore, L is equal to 0 to n minus 1. That is 0 to 3. Is it clear? Then, when L is equal to 0, the subshell is S. When L is equal to 1, the subshell is P. When L is equal to 2, subshell D. When L is equal to 3, subshell F. The values of L denotes the subshells present in a shell. 0, L is equal to 0, subshell S. Then, in the K shell, the subshell is S, isn't it? Because L is equal to 0, so the subshell is S. This means that the subshell present in K shell is S subshell. Then what about the L shell? Here the values of L are 0 and 1. When L is equal to 0, S is the subshell. When L is equal to 1, P is the subshells. The subshells present in in L shell are S and P. Then in M shell, 0, S subshell, 1, P subshell, 2, D subshell. Then there are 3 subshells in the M shell. Then in N shell, 0, S subshell, 1, P subshell, 2, D subshell, 3, F subshells. Okay. Then decimal content number denotes the subshells present in the principal shell. Okay. Then there are S subshells in the K shell, in L shell, M shell, N shell, etc. S subshell K ഷെല്ലിലുണ്ട്, L ഷെല്ലിലുണ്ട്, M ഷെല്ലിലുണ്ട്, N ഷെല്ലിലുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യും ഏത് ഷെല്ലിലെ സബ്ഷെല്ലാണ് അതെന്ന്? ടു ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ദിസ് വി പുട്ട് the principal content number behind this subshell. Here the principal content number is 1, so we put 1 here, which means that the subshell present in the K shell is 1s. Then what about the subshells present in L shell? Here the principal content number is 2. So the subshells are 2s and 2p. Then in M shell, the subshells are 3s, 3p, 3d. In N shell, the subshells are 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. 4f. Okay. Again, this azimuthal content number is represented by L. The values of this L denotes the subshells present in a shell. In K shell, there is only one subshell, that is 1s. In L shell, there is 2 subshells, that is 2s and 2p. In M shell, there are 3 subshells, 3s, 3p, 3d, and so on. മനസ്സിലായോ? എല്ലിന്റെ വാല്യൂ എവിടം തൊട്ട് എവിടം വരെയാണ്? 0 തൊട്ട് n-1 വരെയാണ്. n എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ കോണ്ടന്റ് നമ്പർ. n is equal to 1 എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കെ ഷെല്ലിലാണ്. അപ്പൊ കെ ഷെല്ലിലെ സബ്ഷെൽ ഏതാണ്? കെ ഷെല്ലിൽ എല്ലിന്റെ വാല്യൂ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? 0 കിട്ടും. 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ അവിടുത്തെ സബ്ഷെല്ലിന്റെ പേരെന്താണ്? എസ് എന്നാണ്. n is equal to 2 എന്നാണ്. ഏത് ഷെല്ലിലാണ്? എൽ ഷെല്ലിലാണ്. അപ്പൊ എൽ ഷെല്ലിൽ എത്രയൊക്കെ സബ്ഷെല്ലുകളുണ്ട്? എല്ലിന്റെ വാല്യൂ നോക്കിയാൽ മതി. എല്ലിന്റെ വാല്യൂസ് എന്തൊക്കെ കിട്ടും? 0, 1. ഇപ്പൊ 0 ആണെങ്കിൽ എസും 1 ആണെങ്കിൽ പിയും. അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ സബ്ഷെല്ലുകൾ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു. ഇനി എല്ലാ ഷെല്ലിലും ഒരേ ടൈപ്പ് സബ്ഷെല്ലുകളുണ്ട് ഇല്ലേ? ഇപ്പൊ കെയിലെ, എല്ലിലെ, എമ്മിലെ എല്ലാം എസ് സബ്ഷെല്ലുകളില്ലേ? നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ അത് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് കഴിയും? അപ്പം ഈ സബ്ഷെല്ലിന്റെ പുറകിലായി നമ്മൾ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ കോണ്ടന്റ് നമ്പർ ഇടണം, 1s. അപ്പൊ 1s എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ് അർത്ഥം? കെ ഷെല്ലിൽ ഒന്നാമത്തെ ഷെല്ലിലെ സബ്ഷെൽ. 3p എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ് അർത്ഥം? എത്രയാണ് അവിടുത്തെ ഷെൽ നമ്പർ? 3 ആണ്. മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഷെല്ലിലെ പി സബ്ഷെൽ. Is it clear? Magnetic content number represented by M. This content number describes the behavior of an electron in an external magnetic field. How an electron behaves in an external magnetic field. And it also denotes the different orientations of electrons in a subshell. In a shell, there are subshells. And this content number represents in subshells how the electrons are oriented. How the electrons are oriented in different directions. The orientation of electrons corresponds to the orbitals. The different orientation of electrons corresponds to orbitals. What are orbitals? Orbitals are the regions where the maximum probability of finding electrons, isn't it? That is, this quantum number gives the number of orbitals present in a subshell. In shell there are subshells, and subshells contains different orbitals. Okay, clear? The magnetic quantum number M is having values minus L2 plus L. M is having values minus L2 plus L. What is L? L is the azimuthal quantum number. L denotes the subshell in which the electron present, isn't it? Then, when L is equal to 0, we know that the electrons are present in S subshell. Then what about M? M is equal to minus L2 plus L. Here L is equal to 0. So there is only one value for M, that is 0. There is only one value for M. This means that there is only one orbital present in S subshell. The number of value is 1. So there is only one orbital. That is, S subshell contains only one orbital. Clear? Then, when L is equal to 1, the electron is present in the P shell, isn't it? L is equal to 1, electron is present in the P subshell. Then what about M? Minus L2 plus L. That is, M is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. There are three values. Three values means three different orientations or three different orbitals. That is, P subshell contains three orbitals. P subshell contains three orbitals. Then, when L is equal to 2, the electron is present in D subshell. Then M is equal to minus 2 to plus 2. How many values here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values are here. 5 values means 5 orbitals. 5 types of orientations. That is, D subshell contains 5 D orbitals. 5 subshell contains 5 orbitals. Then, when L is equal to 3, if electron is present in F subshell, then M is equal to minus 3 to plus 3. How many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 values means 7 type of orientations. That is, there are 7 orbitals present in F subshell. Then magnetic quantum number M have values minus L2 plus L. L, the value of L gives the subshell in which the electron belongs. From the values of L, we can calculate the number of orbitals present in each subshell. Last quantum number, spin quantum number. Spin quantum number represented by the letter S. An electron around the nucleus can spin in two ways, clockwise direction and in anti-clockwise direction. And this quantum number represents the spin orientation of the electron. ഒരു ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ന്യൂക്ലിയസിന് ചുറ്റും ക്ലോക്ക് ഡയറക്ഷനിലാണോ സ്പിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അതോ ആന്റി ക്ലോക്ക് ഡയറക്ഷനിലാണോ സ്പിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അത് മനസ്സിലാക്കി തരുന്ന ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ ആണ് സ്പിൻ ക്വാണ്ടം നമ്പർ. If an electron spin in clockwise direction, the value of S is plus half. When an electron spin in anti-clockwise direction, the value of S is minus half. Then the spin quantum number denotes the spin orientation of the electron. The question, write the designations for orbitals with the following quantum numbers. Write the designations for orbitals with the following quantum numbers. N is equal to 2, L is equal to 0. N, what is N? N is the principal quantum number. Principal quantum number represents the shell in which the electron present. N is equal to 2 means electron is present in the L shell. L is equal to 0. L denotes the subshell. When L is equal to 0, electron is present in the S subshell. Then how to write this orbital? L is equal to 0, so S. N is equal to 2, so 2S. Then what about second question? N is equal to 4, L is equal to 3. L is equal to 3. L is equal to 3 means F subshell, that is F. N is equal to 4, 4. The orbital is 4f. Another question. An electron is in 4f orbital. 4f orbital. What possible values for the quantum numbers n, l, m, s it have? The orbital is 4f. Write the possible values of n, l, m and s. What is n? N is the principal quantum number. Here 4. 4 represent the principal quantum number. That is n is equal to 4. Then L. Here the subshell is F. Subshell F. Which means that the value of L is equal to 3. Isn't it? If the value of L is 3, then the subshell is F. So, L is equal to 3. Then M. M is having values minus L2 plus L. Isn't it? M is having values minus L2 plus L. Here L is 3. Which means that M is having values minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2 and plus 3. Then S. Spin quantum number represents the spin orientation. That is, S is having two values, plus half or minus half. Clear? Thank you.